As a country made up of many different cultures, languages are what make us unique. But what if emergency strikes and communication is not something to simply appreciate but becomes essential? With over 150 languages spoken in Chicago, over 30% of Chicagoans speak languages other than English. The current pandemic is showing us hospitals have become a true melting pot of culture, and a communication gap can be terrifyingly confusing. The 1964 Civil Rights Act requires hospitals to offer meaningful access to patients so they can make informed decisions about their health. But this has not been the case, and with scarce access to interpreters, immigrants are being left behind to understand doctors' orders, often to tragic consequences.
A man in Florida, he received $70 million because miscommunication in an emergency situation resulted in him being paralyzed from the neck down. He's a quadriplegic. And it happened because of the misunderstanding of one single word, intoxicada. We still have in this country a need to decrease medical errors. We still, even if we speak the same language, we still make mistakes. And can you imagine the mistakes that we're going to make if we don't speak the language?
I think when you don't have a translator and the patient or the family's questions don't get answered, it's almost as if, even though you may have been in the room as a physician 3-4 times that day, but if you don't have a translator who can clearly communicate all of that information to them, they feel like they haven't been seen. It can be a little frustrating, I think, for some of my colleagues who don't have translators. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people are sick and you're trying to have that eye contact. So to have that third person kind of in the room, either through the phone or virtually, it makes it hard to kind of communicate things. And you can translate words, it's hard to translate emotions and facial expressions.
It's almost like taking your entire voice away. If you can't communicate why you're in the healthcare setting, what care you're hoping to receive, what problems you're hoping to solve, it confuses the patient, I'm sure it frustrates the patient, and basically the patient is not able to receive healthcare. If a individual patient is damaged or hurt, like that man that I spoke of in Florida, that impacts the entire society. It builds mistrust for the system, right? So if you think that you're going to go into the hospital setting and the people can't communicate with you, then are you going to go into the hospital setting or a clinical setting or a healthcare delivery environment? You're not going to go.